it's supposed to feel.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a pack.
What's up, guys? It's Robrismo, man. Here we are. This is the Colt 10 Nitro with a Megatech. What was it again? It's the Megatech 16 in it, right? Now, I've been working on this thing. I still haven't put wheels in it, but it's not ready to run yet, guys. But I've been working on getting the engine ready. So as you guys can see, a new push start was installed in it. I did go ahead and I fixed the leak in the tank. I had shoe glue in there, but it didn't work. And it worked in the beginning, but then looks like the cold weather got it hard and started leaking. So what I did was, this is supposed to be a primer bulb in there. And let me show you the primer bulb. The primer bulb snapped. So yeah, that's not gonna work. Now, I do have Kyosho, vintage Kyosho nitro tank. One that came in with that beauty right there. The Mark which is this guy right here. Beautiful chassis. One day we will run this baby. One day, I just don't know when. It's just been ugly as raining today. But today, if I can at least get this thing running, that would be great. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead. I've got some glow igniters charging. All of mine are dead. I gotta get these things charging because last time I couldn't get them charged. Now, status report. I do have some parts to get my LST back on the road again. And if you guys remember, this thing is sealed again. Out of the blues, I guess. Yeah, now it works. So we got that working now. I have the I just missing the shaft to rebuild the shocks. I already have the part, some of the parts. I also have, I'm waiting on O-rings for the the high speed needle for this engine. We will be putting this. Oh, and I also did get the low C clutch set for it. So we're gonna get all that done and ready. I don't know if I'm gonna record it, depending how many likes I get. I might do a recording of getting this thing fixed, getting the shocks rebuilt again, and getting that thing up and running. So let's see what happens, right? It all depends, right? But for now, I'm gonna focus on this guy. This is some push starts. I order a couple push starts just to have extras. You never know when you need them, especially if you're on the on-road touring. Also, I did order a new bumper. So I found one, and I did order a new bumper for this car, specifically for this Colt Nitro. These things are hard to find parts for. If you guys remember, I did put good servos all the way around. I did make my own tie rods, you know, for the servo. I do have to kind of like cut that. That looks, I'll leave it alone. I'd probably leave it alone. The belt is too loose. I think I have extra belts. It's still good, but I don't know if it's gonna hold. But if it does snaps, I got extra belts, Mugen belts and serpents, and I think they'll fit perfectly fine here. I think they'll work. Maybe, you never know. So yeah, we're gonna get this guy cranked up as soon as I get one of these glow plugs charged up. We'll be right back. And it's priming, so that's great. One is already done. So let me go ahead and see if one of them cranks up, all right? All right, guys, so we're back. We got one of the glow igniters charged up. The plan is to see what this guy is going to do. Is she going to crank up? I don't know. Brand new pull start in there. It should not snap like the old one that it had, right? Good glow plug in there. I put a new glow plug in there, so it should work. Let's see what it does. I mean, she looking, she should be in good condition. This glow plug should be working, no issues. Let's see what we got going on, guys. Hold on. Yeah, look how bright that is. I mean, should not have no issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it right back in there. Don't know why is it doing that, why it won't crank up. Don't know, guys. So it should crank up. Starting her up a little bit more. Alright, so we're good now. Like I said, should crank up. She is bright as I don't know what. Bright as the sun, actually. Trying to tune it as much as I can, right? So she's running good. Rapalicious, that's what I'm talking about, guys. She's doing it, guys. Now, I could I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna open her up on the just a little bit just to keep her to idle. There we go, guys. We're doing it, baby. Woo! Woo! Rapalicious, baby. There she goes, baby. She's doing it, guys. It's all about patience with these beautiful machines, guys. It's all about patience. Alright, so like I said, guys, all about patience with these things. You have to be patient. So I already saw she doesn't like to run in the rich side. So I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna lean her out a little bit. I leaned her out on the low, on the high speed. We're gonna close her up a little bit on the carb, so that way she's not idling too much. Let's close her up a little bit. All right, we're closed and close her up just a little bit, just to keep her calm. All right. I think we can keep her right there. I think that's where it's safe. Let's see how she acts now that I have her a little bit closer. Ooh, she's warm. Alright, guys, she's almost there. She's almost to idle point. So what I'm trying to do is figure out where she likes to be happy, right? So she the Colt 10 Nitro. Yes, sir. The Colt 10 Nitro, guys. Look at that. I think a little bit more tuning, she'll idle for me. I think what it is, we might have to lean out a little bit of low speed just to get it to idle. Get the settings to it. I gotta figure out what's the factory settings to this engine. Other than that, she cranks up, and that's what's important. It cranks up. She cranks up, so that tells me She's running super rich. Now I'm gonna go ahead and find out the factory settings to this thing, and we're gonna take her outside because I don't want to choke in here. We're gonna take her outside. We're gonna let her idle this tank right here. Well, I'll probably get some videos for Facebook. Put this baby out there. Just I'm gonna go ahead, like I said, figure out the factory settings to this engine. But now the good news is I have it running. It wouldn't crank up. You guys saw it just wouldn't do anything. Now it does at least runs. It does idles for a couple seconds. Now the game plan now is to figure out what's the settings. Where is it happy being? And look, guys, these beautiful machines, that's how they are, man. Especially if they're old, they're gonna be iffy. But you cannot lose your patience. You have to be patient with these things. And that's what I tell newbies, man. You have to be patient. But that's the art of this, man. I'm happy now. I'm so happy that I have this thing running. I mean, I got the tank fixed. I got pretty much everything ready to go. This thing is almost ready to go. The only thing I need is better wheels. And guess what? New bumper, because I don't like the way that looks. And plus, it's going to break off soon. So, new bumper will be coming in. Better wheels. Probably use foam wheels for this beast. I mean, guys, for an old machine, the fact that it will be running soon, this vintage nitro, it will be running soon. That's the best to me. That's what this hobby is about, man. For me, this hobby is about bringing these things back to life again, man. Enjoying them. And yes, I will be running this thing. I will be enjoying this guy, man. I will be taking this thing out with the rest of the other cars, man. You know what? Because it deserves that chance. And, I saw it and I bought it. And, I told the seller, I want the engine. Because he was selling it without the engine. But I told him, look, I'm going to take care of this engine. It will come back to life. I will get this chassis back on the road again. And I don't know if he's subscribed to my channel or not. I highly doubt it. But if he is, there it is, guys. There it is. He sold it to me. The Colt 10 Nitro touring car. It's already wrapping already. So fixed the tank, my dude. Pretty much everything was in good condition. All it needs new wheels, and that's it, man. Put servos in it. So yeah, thank you, man. We will be getting this thing. Also, I did get a new bumper first, so just in case you do. Yeah, don't worry about it. I found one. I was able to find one. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing out, tuned the right way. We're gonna find out what's the factory settings to this thing. We will be back. We will be running that whole tank through this thing. All right, guys, we're outside right now. I'm trying to tune this Colt 10. She was almost there. She was running okay at one point, but now she's just not doing what I wanted to do. So opening up the low speed needle a little bit more. Let's see what it wants to do. She's either too rich. Leaning up a little bit. Now, if I lean out too much on the low speed, she won't idle either. But at least she's idling. That's good news. So at least it's idling now. Let me set the idles. I think the idle's good right there. I think it should be okay. That should be good. Alright, let me lean around a little bit here, a little bit more. Now I cannot find the settings to this engine at all, nowhere. So I'm just guessing. I'm going with how it feels. So she's either too lean, but we'll figure it out in a minute. Hold on. Okay, I think that's perfect right there. We can actually either lean out the high-speed needle to keep it rolling. I think it's the where we have the problem is the high-speed needle now. So let's lean out the high-speed needle now. She's still too rich. Let's lean out the low speed a little bit more. I think we're good on the low speed. We're good. It's the high speed. Okay, we got some. Transmission on this thing, by the looks of it, did not want to do it. Second speed does not work at all on this thing. It won't shift. I just noticed that, guys. Let's get back on it and show you guys something. She's doing better now. More torque. Check out what happened. Check that out. Check that out. All right. So, second shift ain't kicking in. I don't know if it's because it needs to be this replaced, or it's just settings are bad on it. Or I don't know if he completely just, I don't know what he did to it. But we almost got it though. I think we almost got it. Just a little bit leaner. I think we should be okay. She's running super rich still, and I leaned her out. Saw that? Disengages. Two speed kicks in, disengages the gears. I don't know why it does that. That is weird. got it good now, guys. There we go. I think that's good right there. I don't know if you guys saw that. Second kicks in, the gears disengage. Alright, let me put it here for now. See if we can get something. Let's see if we can see what's going on with this guy. Why is it doing that? You see that? Disengages completely. Don't know why it's doing that. Disengages completely. I might have to rebuild the whole 2-speed on this thing. Figure out why is it doing that. But at least he's running a little bit better now. She's doing high revs now. That's the good thing. Let's get her to run this fuel. Compared to back then, it's doing better. I'm gonna take it easy on the engine, let it do that. We'll be back. I think I'm gonna disassemble the transmission, see what's going on. Alright, so what's going on with this? So I'm happy that I'm able to keep this engine running. But now the question is, why is it disengaging as soon as the second speed kicks in? Now, I don't know if it's normal for this to be this wobbly, right? Look at that. I think as soon as second, I mean, you could tell this thing has a lot of power. Once second speed kicks in, this engine just breaks loose. Now, is it, I mean, I did grease up that part. I mean, these things are good. It should be able to kick in and do what it has to do, right? So why is it doing that? Now the question is that I will be looking into the build on this transmission. Maybe the previous owner did something to where he didn't want the second speed to kick in. Maybe he disabled it, took something off of it to keep it from doing that. But why? Why would you disable the second gear? Why would you do that? I don't know. But other than that, she ran like a champ. It likes to run super lean, guys. Guys, if you guys know the settings to this, I can. Maybe you guys, somebody out there has the owner's manual and could tell me how these things are like to run, right? Obviously, it likes to run super. I got it. I think I'm perfectly fine on the low speed needle because it's good. It's keeping it running, and I think on the high speed needle, I think it's as lean as it likes to be, and I could probably go even leaner because she is leaking a lot of oil. So I'm gonna go ahead. I really didn't want to get into that transmission, but we're gonna take that transmission out and see what's going on. Why is it doing that? Yeah, in case you haven't noticed, I did plug the with this, so it is perfectly fine now. It is perfectly fine. This thing is gonna be running soon. I will be running this chassis soon now. It looks like it's gonna be super fast by the feel of it. I can feel it's gonna be a fast car, 40 miles per hour, give or take. I don't think 50, or maybe 50. You never know, right? With this engine, it could be. So, normally the factory engines, I think they're .12s. This is a .16, so you never know, right? I mean, Could be this engine is just too powerful for this setup, to where it's just lock. It just opens the system up. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, guys, and I don't think anybody knows about this engine, this chassis, how this works. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna disassemble this and see what happens. All right, so I got you guys close as possible to this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and take out the belt off of it. See if we can get the belt off of it somehow. I've taken it out before. There we go. All right. Like I said, guys, the belt looks good. So it's not the belt. It's gotta be, the problem is here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this piece off and figure out what's going on with this. Why is it doing that, right? Let's figure that out. Alright, so let's figure this out. I am going to the gym later, so I'm gonna see if I could get this thing out here and let me see if I can get it to where if I lose this, I ain't worried about it. I do have extras. Oh wow. Okay, so let's see what we're looking at here, guys. Okay. Look at that. It says okay, let's put that there. Alright, so we do have a little pin that goes in there. And that's good I'm recording this because I will be okay, let me go ahead and get my tool to get this thing out. Let's back her up a little bit so I can get my tool in there. These are, here we go. We got that out. So let's get this thing. So we got, oh, okay, so she won't come out that easy, will it? Nah. We're gonna figure that out. But let's get this thing out. Alright. Everything seems to be good. Looks like the bearings seems to be okay. Alright. Okay. We got this. Everything seems to be okay by the looks of it. Let's get this guy out. Let me see. Okay. Now here's what I'm seeing, guys. I think there is. Hold on. All right, we do have. Okay, we do have. All right, we have something else here. I think that's to release this piece. Let's release her. All right, so we released it. So this is to release it from the shaft. We did that. So, okay, so let's see what we got going on here. Alright, so everything seems to be good. Let me see how the bearings feel on this thing. Alright. Feels good. Okay. See what we're looking at. Feels good. Okay. We got that. That feels good. Feels normal. Feels good. As good as you're going to get it to feel. Really. Alright. Okay. So, if I remember correctly, the tighter it is, later is it the tighter it is? The tighter it is, we're going to go ahead, we're going to close her all the way. That's closed all the way. We're going to open her up. Okay, 1, 2. So, okay, so we're looking good for now. Everything seems to be okay. Alright. Maybe this loosened up and wasn't grabbing anymore. Comes to a point where it loosened up maybe. But I'm going to go check. I think there's something wrong with the clutch bell on this. So I'm going to go ahead and put this guy right back. Take out the engine and figure out if that thing broke loose, and that's the reason why as soon as, because check this out, let me put this tool back. Check this out, guys. It's too much play, and it's not supposed to have that much play. You see that? Why is it doing that? So it's either that's too much play. I think what's going on, as soon as this thing hits high ref, this just comes off, or I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Oh. Let me hold on. I don't think I even have to take her out of the engine mount. I think I can work on it now. Hold on. Let me see something. I'm gonna figure out what's going on with that, right? Let's get this guy out. Let's see what's going on. I think we could. Okay, yeah, she's pretty open. She's pretty open. Oh, wow. Check that out. Look how it came out. It came off that easy. And normally they shouldn't do that, but. Oh, there it is. That answers your question. That will definitely cause the trouble, guys. So let's go ahead. Let's get this thing. Yeah, that answers the question why it was doing that. Oh, there you go. So let me go ahead. We're going to fix this. This is a fixable situation. Looks like once that second speed will kick in, she decided to say, I'm going to break loose. We're going to go and put orange Loctite on this thing also. And yeah, can we get it from this angle? I think we could. Hold on. Can we? I think we could get it from this angle. There we go. So that explains why 2-speed won't kick in. That explains it, guys. All right. Okay. So that explains it. She broke loose. Completely broke loose. Let's put this gear, this bearing right in there, and that's it. Let's put this guy like that. Okay, so let me go ahead and use Loctite on this guy, and hopefully maybe I could do it without having to disassemble it. Hopefully, let's put some orange Loctite on this thing. Hold on. Let me get my wrench for it. Where's my wrench at? Okay, can we? Let me see. I'm hoping I could easily go ahead and get a wrench for this. I think I found the perfect one, but I think I'm going to have to take off the clutch belt, the clutch shoes, and we're going to lock her up, make sure she's nice and tight and doesn't happen again, guys. All right. And that's the issue right there, guys. This could definitely cause your engine to, break loose. All right, so let's put a little bit of Loctite on the inside of this thing. Make sure she's all right. Just make sure she does not come out again. It's still, once you heat it up, it will go ahead It will break loose if you heat it up. It won't be that bad, guys. So it will always be able to come out. So now my ass is gonna have to figure out how to lock this up or hold it. Can I get a wrench to hold it from here? Like, I don't know, but if anything, I might have to get the engine out. I really didn't want to do that, but I think I'm gonna have to engine out or figure a way to lock. I think I'm gonna have to get the engine out, guys. All right, so let me go ahead, get the engine out. Oh, look at that. And yeah, let's get her primed up. She is definitely super rich. Look at the mess it's making. Wow. Oh, super rich. Oh wow. Look at that. It is super rich. It just does not want to stop leaking. All that. All right, so let's primer. All right. And let's see if she wants to crank up at least. Alright guys, we're back outside. It's pretty windy today. Let's see if she wants to crank up at least. Hold on. There we go. Let's let her warm up a little bit before we start doing anything to it, right? Let's let her warm up a little bit. Still cold. 141, not bad on the block. But the gears are staying. I mean, this thing has, I think this engine is too powerful for this chassis. Alright, I can feel it lean. 244. She's either too lean somewhere. I think it's in the. She's running too rich. Damn, guys, this thing is no joke, yo. Definitely fix the problem. Okay, she's running too lean. All right, let me open her up. She's running too lean. Running way too lean. That's why she's doing that. All right. Perfect right there. It's supposed to be 3 seconds on the low speed. Going a little bit better now. So I gotta figure out where to set the 2-speed shift. Yeah, I gotta set the 2 shift. I think it's too close. Way better than before, that's for sure, guys. Way too powerful. Way too powerful. This engine's way too powerful. It's a powerful engine. hearing a shift now. I can hear a shift, but now it's running too rich now, to a point where it's just choking. Too rich. Way too rich. Leaning around here on the high speed. Running too rich. Let me get her to. She's running too rich. Running way too rich on the low speed, I think. Yeah, now she's running. I think she's running too rich or too lean now. I think we're gonna leave it like this for now, guys. I don't want to burn this engine. I'm gonna figure out what's the settings for this thing. Somehow we'll figure it out. We'll empty her out, get the fuel out of it. But other than that, she does run. Look at that. She's super rich. I mean, the 2-speed is kicking in now, so that's good. I think we're good. I have to adjust the 2-speed. I have to figure out the settings to this thing. Like, and figure out what's going on. Am I doing it wrong? She likes to run super lean. By the looks of it. Likes to run super lean by the looks of it. Let's make sure she's empty. We don't want fuel sitting in there. There we go. Alright guys, other than that, this thing is running perfectly fine, dude. Can't complain. It's just running super rich. That's what look at that. Super rich. Just super rich. I have to figure out how I need to set it up. Alright, man. Let's take this back inside and put it away. to find out for me, help me out with this engine, and get me the specific to it. I think I have an idea of it being 2 turns out on the low speed, 2.5 low speed, and 3 on the 3 on the low speed, 3 to 4 on the low speed, and 2 on the high speed. I think that's what I've seen on some of the information that I've seen. That's what I think it is, right? I don't know if it's that, but if anybody knows and can help me out, let me get this thing charged up again. You know, anybody can help me out and get me like maybe somebody has the owner manuals to this Megatech 16. Other than that, I will have to get a fuel filter for it, and I have one laying around there. I have to find it, and well, I'll find it eventually. But other than that, the engine is running perfectly fine. Transmission perfectly fine. Pinch this thing is alive. I mean, it has a lot of life to it. A lot of life to it, that's for sure. That's why I was revving it. You know, I know it could handle it. It has a lot of life to it. Still in great condition. I mean, we turn on the flash, guys. Like I said, look how new that engine looks. So I know it has brand new. It has life to it. So, you know what I mean? All I need is to figure out what's the settings to this thing. And once I figure that out, I'm close to it. I'm super close to it. I almost have it to where it will do what it needs to do. It's almost there. I can feel it. It's just super, like I know for a fact. Look at that. It's super rich. Look at that. Look how rich it is. It's just super rich. That's the problem. It's super, super duper rich right now. So it is building up. So when I do hit that rev on this thing, it builds up and it chokes. So I know for a fact I have to go leaner. I'm afraid to go too lean. So we're gonna put this bad boy back. I know we're good. The pull start, perfectly fine. The Colt 10 Nitro touring car. Everything is perfectly fine, running good. Can't wait to get this thing on the road. I have to get the receiver for it, and once I get that, this thing will be on the road soon, guys. So let me go ahead and put her back here, guys. Like I said, I'm super happy with the results with that guy. The engine is working good. It's working like the way it's supposed to work. It's just I have to get the settings right, and then I have to set up and there's no instructions on that chassis, so there's nothing that tells you how many turns on the shifting. So I have to figure that out, and I have to keep it on the road to really find out if it's shifting or not. From what I'm seeing, I don't hear it. Nobody you hear it, but that engine is way powerful, way too powerful for that chassis. I might go ahead and put an SH in there instead. 0.12 in there instead of 0.16. Just because I think it's just too powerful for that chassis. I think knowing that chassis is old, and I'm afraid that it's just going to be overpowering that thing. That engine needs to be on a different chassis. I have a feeling on which one. I think I have a feeling which one I'm going to do. There is a chassis of a touring car that I've been looking into, a 110 scale touring car chassis, and I've been looking into buying it. Not too expensive, 400 give or take. And I think that Megatech 16 might be a perfect fit for that chassis. It's or one of the other Novrossis, but I just don't want to use a Novrossi. I think Novrossis are meant for something a little bit more specific chassis. Maybe a Serpent, a Capricorn, Mugen, a X-Ray, something like that. But for a unknown brand chassis, I think like a SH or that Megatech will be great But I think that Colt chassis needs to have something a little bit more calmer, a little bit laid back, not too much. I think it's too, I mean, if you guys saw it, it's too powerful. All right, peace out. Robrismo out, guys. Love you guys all. Love you guys. Keep it up. Let's keep these things brapalicious, man. But don't get me wrong, guys. We will run it with that engine. I just don't know if it's going to handle good because it's just too powerful. All right. Peace.